I'm literally just about to go into my 3rd month of not drinking alcohol. So I thought I would do a particularly special vlog for you, which was a bit more kind of freestyling and just me chatting about really what it's like to not drink alcohol. Because the other vlogs are awesome, obviously. But I thought that, well, basically a lot of people have been asking me, in fact, every time I go out or do anything, pretty much, what it's actually like to not be drinking booze. So I thought it'd be nice, like once a month, to, you know, just sort of bants a bit with you guys and chat about what it's actually truly been like to stop doing something that you've done pretty much the entirety of your adult waking life. The first thing I did do at home was just to remove all the beer, because there was a lot of it, and I pretty much figured that if it was around I would drink it because it was there, and that's probably a sensible idea. The other thing I did was I got rid of all my bottles of Absolute vodka, because that was a little collection going on there. Yeah, many different flavours, etc. Top tip, mango Absolute. Generally can only get it duty free. It's amazing. Get some like orange cordial, bit of fizzy water. You got yourself a fruit punch. Just don't do what I do, which was drink it in pint glasses, because it's just not classy, really. So I got rid of all that, cleared out the house. I think the first thing I'd really wanted to say about everyone I know is that they've been really lovely and really supportive. Some of them have been a little bit weirded out by the whole Julia not drinking thing, but it's also probably because I've started sniffing people's drinks. I told you it was going to get weird. I started sniffing people's drinks, mainly beer. I like the smell. Everyone seems a bit uncomfortable by that. It is pretty weird, but I like the smell. So it wasn't really a point. I don't want to share that with you. I have noticed that most people feel a little bit bad. They're like, oh, do you want to drink? And then they're like, oh, I shouldn't have asked you that. And it's like, well, yeah, I still drink. It's just I don't have any alcohol in it now. I do get thirsty, so it would be nice to be hydrated. I think one of the biggest realizations is that I kind of always thought that alcohol made me kind of like, you know, loud, crazy, a bit goofy, a bit mad, and with this weird, freakish desire to say really mischievous, naughty things to people to get reactions out of them. And what I've realised is that that's just me, basically. It's been a bit of a revelation, I have to say. It's just me. That's just Julia. I do that anyway. Without alcohol, God, at least the alcohol was an excuse. Basically, I get really hyperactive and excited just to be outside and talking to people. That's what happens when you game too much. I'm being really serious. I really thought it was the alcohol. I really did. And it's just me. So, practical top tips for someone who is giving up alcohol. Things you need to know. First up, it's a bit like giving up smoking, in that if you really want to do it, you will just stop. You'll just stop and you won't do it. I tried giving up smoking. I don't smoke anymore. I smoked for many years. Tried kind of half-heartedly giving up. It doesn't really work. You basically just have to be like, nope, not doing it. I made the decision and then I stopped. You know, and I think, you know, giving up alcohol is a bit like that. I've made the decision. I'm going to be really stubborn, and I've stopped. Big nights out, actually. I mean, I had my birthday party. I said like party. I had a party. It's because, you know, I'm so terribly cultured now that I don't drink. So that was just mad as well. Pretty crazy. Lots of weird things went on. It was all great. I did piano dancing. Thank God I don't have any footage of that because I wouldn't show it to you because I look really stupid. So I was kind of surprised that all that stuff kind of went on anyway, and I was stone cold sober. I mean, admittedly, I had a load of Red Bull, which probably didn't help matters. But yeah, it's the big nights out really that you don't really mind. 'Cause you kind of in your head, you're like, I'm not going to drink, and you sort of try and interest yourself in other ways with stuff. I think if I am going to fall down, it's probably going to be like a midweek beer when I've had like a really bad day, or like if something really awful happens, because I know that alcohol was always the thing that I would go to, like if something bad happened in my life, or, you know, if emotionally I felt a bit bad, or I was just really like upset from the week, beer. That would be my solution. I'd have a beer, everything would be right, you know, watch a bit of TV, everything's fine. So if I'm going to fall down, it might be that rather than like a big event out. The other thing I did notice, I went to like this Star Trek game preview, and I came in and I'd missed a bit of the presentation. I came in, standing there talking to my friend Jane, and a guy came by with like a tray, you know, like loads of drinks on them, and I just thought, oh, I'm at a games thing, and it's Jane, so I'll just, like, guy came past, and I almost like went in my head to just go and grab a beer and just drink it, and yeah, I clean forgot. I just clean forgot that I didn't drink. I mean, I didn't do it, but I had to really stop and check myself. And then I was at another thing the other day. I just wanted like a soft drink, and I couldn't see any soft drinks. And the guy was kind of going through, oh, we got wine, we got this. And I sort of said, this is the first time I've actually said it. I said, I don't drink alcohol. And it felt weird. I don't think I like saying that. It was really peculiar. It doesn't seem like something Julia would say. Because normally I'd be like, oh, I'm not drinking, but because I'm doing this thing, and like, yeah, I didn't. That felt really weird. Other things you need to remember if you are deciding to give up alcohol is be very, very clear with anyone taking your drinks order about what you want. Now, my drink of choice when I go out would be a vodka lime and soda, because I like fizzy things, and lime and vodka, and put them together. It was wonderful. So, and I tend to drink lime and soda anyway, just at home. So when I order a drink when I'm out, I have to be really, really careful, because I say blah, 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 lime and soda, and they go, oh, vodka, lime and soda. You're like, no, lime and soda. And then they don't understand and say vodka, lime and soda, and you're like, no, lime and soda. And then this goes on for like about 20 minutes. I do remember being at a thing the other day where I said, like I was just ordering like a Red Bull, and the guy was like, you just want a Red Bull? Like on its own? Thanks. Obviously I wanted something else in it, but like I couldn't, you know. What am I supposed to do? The other top tip as well is watching your drinks when you're out. I noticed on my birthday a lot of people were having lots of kind of limey looking drinks, and you know, you put it down, you go off, you go somewhere else, you come back and you're like, where's my drink? So I have spent a lot of time sniffing drinks on top of the weirdly sniffing people's beer as well. It's getting a bit, I told you it was going to get weird. It's just going to get weird. Yeah. So I don't know. I think some of the toughest nights have been when I've been out with people I don't know, and that's been kind of a bit difficult. Like I haven't felt, you know, you feel like that kind of buzz and flow of conversation. That didn't really happen so much. That was a bit tricky. But I think the key is, what I've learned so far is just, you know, like as long as you got your mates around you, you're going to have a great time, like whatever happens. And if you're kind of going out and doing something a bit interesting, keeping your mind like engaged, keeping busy, you know, with lots of different things, that's super important as well. Yeah, that's really important. I don't know, if you were to ask me how I feel right now, having given up alcohol, and I kind of was jotting this down today because I was trying to think of what I was going to say in this vlog, I feel awake. Like, it sounds really weird. I feel really alive and really awake, and I haven't felt like that in a really long time. Like, I feel like I'm in the moment I'm in now, and I can see everything. It's I don't really know how else to describe it. It's a really weird sensation. Like, I feel really focused. But yeah, so I'm feeling, in conclusion, I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. I have just eaten a massive Chinese, so I'm feeling bloated, but that's a separate thing entirely. That's nothing to do with giving up booze. You won't get bloated if you give up booze. In fact, it's actually quite the opposite. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be interesting to kind of have a look back over the year, if I do kind of 12 of these vlogs, and see if, like, you know, by like the middle of the year, if I'm just tearing my hair out or have started sniffing marker pens. I didn't do that at all today. I wasn't writing with a whiteboard. I think I'm going to go a bit weird. I'm not sure I'm ready. Will you still like me if I'm really mental? Like, really mental? I'm supposed to make the vlogs a bit more exciting when I do these serious ones where I'm just talking. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me. Like I said, I'm just going to do these like once a month. All the other vlogs are going to be much of the same ilk of just like what I'm up to, what crazy things are happening, and keeping fun and lighthearted. And, you know, this whole thing about keeping busy, doing different things, and that's what I'm really kind of pushing for this year. So thank you for sticking with me, and there will be another vlog. Excuse me, that's the Chinese. There'll be another vlog for you next week. So do tune in and do hit subscribe. Do stick with me, please. I'll be lonely without you. Where's that marker pen? Wait. You can't do it. These are rubbish. They're like kids ones. There's nothing good in there, and you know, this doesn't do anything either. I mean, it smells nice, but it's not going to do anything for you, like at all.
What we gotta say?